Hey guys, welcome, Lightning here, back to another video, and today we are doing more Joe stuff, yay! So, today, on the last episode, I did, the intro and calendar pages for March. Today I'm going to do the weekly goals sheet and a weekly spread, or I might just go through and do all my weekly spreads, because I'm going to do it fast. So, if you haven't been on my channel before or seen any of my Bujo stuff before, I started this Bujo in this year in January, and I've done several pages, so several months worth of pages. This is my January spread. This is an icy theme, and then on camera, I did my January spread, and then I did a weekly page for January on camera. For February, I did the intro and the calendar, and the weekly spread and the monthly spread on camera, and of course I did the March one, the intro and calendar spread, and those will be linked at the end. A little box about here-ish, I guess. And the rest of my videos will be linked in a little box about here-ish. So today, as I said, I'm going to be working on the monthly goals, to-do list thing, and the weekly pages. So, I found in my past pages, this big giant box takes up more space than it needs to. Hence, I made it this little tiny box right here. You can see it's just this tiny little box, like right there now. Obviously I'll ink it in so you guys can see it better. But, yeah, that took up way too much space, and frankly took too much time to do. So, I got rid of this to-do box too, making it all one-page spread, where I can basically have, let me pull up an actual page. So I used to have 2 pages for the week, and then a third one with the goals of the week. So, instead, I've done it all on 1 page each week, because I honestly you can see I didn't fill up every single weekly day, and I only use about half of the block anyway. So that's what I have laid out here, so that I do only have that half little block. And I'm writing big here. As you can see, this is about my normal handwriting, and this is certainly not. So I can write little tiny little blocks, and I don't need as much space. So I did that, and then I wanted to be a little bit faster because it took too long to do, and the point of a bullet journal is that it's fast, easy, and fun. I got the fun and easy down, but fast, not so much. So this made it a lot faster to do. You guys can see it faster, and also shows one of the most important parts of bullet journaling, the fact that you can make your spreads however you want, and that you can change them if they don't fit what you need. So, I wanted to kind of do this mainly for the speed, but also for the fact that it does allow me to show you guys how you can be a lot freer with a bullet journal than a traditional planner. So, let's hop right into it. I am going to go ahead and speed up or just basically skip the part where I ink it all in, so you guys can see the decoration of it instead. So I'm going to go ahead and start that now, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay, so now I'm back. I went through, I did all the inking for this page, and all of the other 3 pages I have for the weeks. And I do want to take this time to note something that I did do for this particular bullet journal. I just realized I made a mistake and forgot to do this. On my weekly planner, there's like 3 days where I don't have to do this activity, so I just block it out. So one thing I did with this month that I haven't done before, and that I really like that you can do with the bullet journal, is that I basically skipped a week because I forgot to do it until this week, and it's already in the 13th when I'm recording this. And yeah, so that's already halfway through the week, and so there's no point in me doing the weeks before that, except I had to do the first week so that we know when it started and why it started on a weird day. But yeah, that's one of the things you can do with a bullet journal is you can choose which weeks you want to include. So say you go on vacation for a week, you don't want to take your bullet journal with you, you don't have to. And that basically you can stop and start whenever you want to at that point as well. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up. That is one of the neat things you can do with bullet journals. So I'm going to zoom out so I can actually have a little more space to work with here. Just a little bit more space, you think? It's a little more space? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do to decorate these pages. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, you said I made a mistake there. We all make mistakes, you know that. So what I'm going to do with these, I need to erase these ones, but I want to show you what I'm going to do for the rest of my pages, and I'm probably just going to do it. So one thing I want to do is I want to color this in, add a little pop of color. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to choose, maybe if I can get it, one of my markers that corresponds to the light green that is a theme throughout this pages. And I'm going to go ahead and title in what I have. So these are my goals for the week. So one of those is 5,000 steps with my stepper, which I just realized is still dead. I forgot to charge it. Bad lightning. I forgot to charge your stepper. Oh, I'm going to do that since my computer's right here. I might as well start the charging process. And then I'll probably pop it over to a USB outlet thing. But yeah, that's been not working for 2 days now. Yep, that's... I can certainly X those off for the 2 days. And then the next one is you guys. It's the YouTube vids. So that's my next goal. And then the one after that is doing my whatever work I have for that day. And then it's to get out and exercise. I try to spell things while I'm talking. It's not working very well. And then I try to pack my lunch for each day so that I don't have to eat out or anything. And then read. Just have a little downtime. And then clean. About 15 minutes so that I can just keep things neat, especially on my desk, which is messy right now. And then my last one is doing chickens. We have chickens, and yeah, we have to clean I have to collect eggs, clean out the food and water, and yeah, so fun. But that was what I want to do with the little box, is write in the title, and then I need to erase behind it a little bit better because it wasn't quite there. So my next thing I want to do is I want to show you the brush lettering I'm going to do here. Well, it's brush-like lettering. It's not actually using a brush. I use my Pigma microns, as you can see. And what you do is you thicken each downstroke. And I did cover this in my last video on bullet journaling, because I did this throughout the March. We basically thicken the downstroke to make it look like it is brush lettering without actually being brush lettering, because I find the brush lettering pens themselves tend to be fairly finicky, especially since I haven't got the hang of it yet. So just trying to get an idea of where the strokes should be so that when I do switch over to a brush pen, I will know where to have my downstrokes that are thicker. But yeah, so it's a simple way to start it out and start working on decorating your bullet journal. And of course, lettering is one of the things that you'll see throughout the bullet journal. So if you have pretty lettering, it makes the experience all the more enjoyable. and for people who don't have good lettering, me, and it makes it nice to see that you actually have nice handwriting sometimes. It was an upstroke, so I'm just gonna kind of... But yeah, so you see it looks like calligraphy, even though all I did was use the regular pen that I use all the time. Okay, so that done, I want to make it pop a little more, because, you know, it's black on white. Black and white are boring, right? So, I'm going to use my light green, just my Arteza watercolor marker, and I'm going to do the... make it have a little shadow, like a drop shadow of green, as if it were just coming off the page. And yeah. And takes a lot of attention, because I want to make sure it's all on the right side. And then up and through and out. Okay, so small one side's going to be on that side. Big side's going to be on that side. As you can see, extreme concentration required. But there we go. And now, if you guys can actually see that, that might help. Now you see it's got a little pop to it. So, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take a slightly darker color. Actually, what is that doing there anyway? That's not involved with anything that's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the different boxes as if they were little squares. And there we go. And you can still read it. You guys might have a little bit of trouble, but in good light you can read it pretty well. So I've used that one. Let's do the monthly goals in yellow. But yeah, this is one way you can just add a little pop of color without spending too much time in your bullet journal. And you can do it with highlighters. You can do it with pretty much whatever kind of material you want to highlight it with. Use it with Sharpies. Although I wouldn't recommend Sharpies because they'll bleed through. But, yeah. I'm just going to use these 3 lighter colors because if I get any darker, it'll make it hard to read the lettering. So I'm just going to echo these 3 colors throughout. I'm actually going to do that one the light green. And then the bottom one's going to be yellow. But it just highlights kind of the area where you put it under. And I'm going to do the same thing here, but you all know I have my days color-coded. And this time, so that it doesn't have that issue of confusion, I want to do it on the line underneath the letters rather than the letters themselves, so that you can still read the letters if I do a darker color. So that I can color code it properly according to my days, like I normally like to. But you see, that makes it distinct, again, following the calendar, following the theme, and it gives it that pop of color, and again, makes it easy to see which day is later in the week. And yeah, so it's again another neat thing. Tips by lightning. So one thing I want to note on that I did on this week is, and actually I did all of these starting on Monday, so I do want to note that it does all, I shift the colors one because it starts on Monday. I start these on Monday because what I did in future weeks, such as this one, is I put just a weekend block, so it's the Saturday of this week and the Sunday of the next week. So basically, rather than having 2 separate blocks, one on each chart, you have just one on the one chart. And that's why this one doesn't really have one, because the Saturday before was from a different month and would have been on the other month's one. So that's why I just did the Saturday in this one. I also condensed it a little bit on this page. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and erase around these blocks, because watercolor on the paper, if you have pencil underneath it, it does not erase very well after it is been watercolored over. So you want to just go ahead and erase before you do anything. Also, that makes sure that you have it exactly as you want it. And if you want to go back at it, back and change anything, back and change anything, that you see what the final product would look like before you go back and change anything. So again, this week, I'm going to do the underlining here. Following the days, so Tuesday's going to be light green, Wednesday's a darker green, darker light green. Tongue twister, isn't that? And then Thursday is a dark green, medium. Actually, I would probably call it a medium green. Friday is a medium dark green. Yep. Wait. Ah, there's the other green. I'm like, wait, I'm down a green. What happened? And then weekend is black green. It's black green. And then important is going to be gray, because I want them all to be colorful. It's not green. But yeah, so that's how I'm going to do the weeks further. And you can see it has a nice little pop color. You can see which ones go, what order they go in, and so on. So back to this page. So we filled out this. I want to do something with this little calendar in the corner. Because you know what? This calendar's color-coded. Why don't we color-code this one too? Again, trying to keep to the lighter colors. So I'm going to repeat the lightest 3, maybe 4 greens, so that it's distinct enough that you can tell that you can make out the letters behind it, but that you can tell which column each of the days is in. And yeah. You know, I should have reversed the color spectrum. That would have been neat. I'll do that next bullet journal. Bullet journal thing. So there you go, got little calendar. This page looks done. So now to finish this page, I want to add something to up here that makes it a little bit neater. And again, we revert to our colors, right? So what do I want to do? I think I'm going to color each word differently. Because, again, I don't want to run into the issue of too many colors that are not legible. So just slowly going across the chart. And then what I'm going to do is when I go there, I'm going to add the dark one under the letter. And then come back and do this little space with the light green. I'm going to take that one actually over there. Lighter green. Last bit with yellow. And then I'm going to take my magical water brush and spread the color across, making it this a little bit blurry. So it looks like it's a little bit more striped. So, as you can see now, it looks like it's got a little color gradient there. It's still wet, and that's now on my finger. But yeah, so it made it look a little neater. And if you wanted to, you can add all kinds of stuff. You can add doodles to the sides and such, but honestly, I don't really have time to do that right now, so I think this is where we're going to leave it off. So if you want to see more bullet journal videos, there'll be my bullet journal videos down here. The other March one will be up here. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, there's a little subscribe button that will show up here. And if you want to check out all of my other spreads, other information, you can go to my channel or my website, which is down in the description. And if you want to post things that you've done, bullet journal wise. I have my social media is also down in the description, and you can send stuff. And yeah, and I also, on my social media, I post daily art. So if you want to go check that out, that's all down below in the description. So hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day, and goodbye.